Okay, there we go. Okay. Gonna wait a little bit for people to start gathering in here. God, I need water. Hey, Max. You want to do me a solid? I literally just went live. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask. But, well, yeah, I'm live now, but I need water really bad. Do you have any? Or wait, no, I don't have any. Wait, do I have a Gatorade bottle? I need water. Do you know if there is any water anywhere? Here we go. Okay, let me finish this off. And then, do you mind like just filling this up with water? Do you mind getting this filled with water, just like in the bathroom or something? You having fun so far? Good. These are all great people. They're fun. All right, sounds good. Thank you. Scroll up into this. Okay, I can't figure out how to get site chat docked properly. Okay. All right. There we go. God damn it. Sorry, this is complicated. Okay. All right, I think that's fine. It's a little clunky, but whatever. Okay, I gotta let the YouTube peeps know. Or the Discord peeps. YouTube peeps already know. All right. We got anybody here yet? Hello? Hello? Um, hello? Huh? Oh, sorry. I thought you needed something. Huh? It's fine. I got a little bit of Gatorade out of it. Thank you though. There was like a faucet in the bathroom. That's where I meant to go. Yeah, just do the faucet. It's fine. If you don't mind. I really appreciate it. Thank you. What's up? You should go see Destiny. I don't know where he's at right now. I don't even know if he's still here. I mean, I saw him earlier. Uh, Destiny's here. Destiny was here. Dylan Burns, Loner Box, IRI, a few others. But yeah, I am very sweaty and a little stinky, and I'm not going to be doing this for long. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So I'm going to wait a little bit, maybe like 10 ish minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and just, you know, just give you guys a little update. Vosh, no, Vosh is not here. No. No, he's too busy. He's too busy dealing with the backlash from recent events. Or no, I saw him go live earlier. He's doing something else. He's doing like politics and such. Overall, I mean, like I'll talk about it later. How are you guys? I wanna know a little bit more about what's going on in you guys' lives. I had some people recognize me. Can you guys believe that? Oh, you are the best. Thank you so much. Oh God, I am so dehydrated, man. Oh God. Happy to see more people getting out to canvas. Also know there are people trying to get more people energized to vote. Oh yeah, uh, it's great. It's great. You know, I don't agree with all of them on everything, but I think we can all agree that Biden needs to be Biden needs to win. You know, it cannot be Trump. It can't. So I think we're all in agreement on that. Oh man, I'm sleepy. Yeah, it's not going to be like a super exciting stream or anything. I just, like I said, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I guess if you wanted to, we could try to do like a really short react or something. We'll see. Have you ever been recognized outside of the events? Oh hell no! Are you kidding me? I'm not nearly big enough for that. Vosh is barely big enough for that. Like he's been recognized in public, but that's few and far between. All right, I'm gonna change the scene real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna go muted or not, but you definitely won't be able to see me for a second, so bear with me. Okay, so there's scene one. I want this above. Okay, I'm not muted, thankfully. So, oh, I can just copy this scene. What am I doing? Duplicate. There we go. That. Okay. We're on scene 3. Let's do some of this action. This is a quick and dirty job. And then browser source. Oh, my bad. Also, I have my site chat in a separate browser, so actually, you know what? I'll pull it up on my phone. That'll be better. For those just joining, we're just waiting a little bit for more people to get in here, and then I'll give an update. Just recently found your content and subscribed. You're already one of my favorite political commentators. Thank you. That means a lot. We need Nuclear Grifter to debate you. Oh, God. I would fucking love that. There's no shot, though. I emailed him, and he wouldn't respond. Just got home from work and having a few drinks. There you go. Be safe. Oh, you know what? I can just look at fucking chat on screen. I can look at it on the live feed. I don't need this. It's a little small, but I can make it work. It's small for me, at least. Browser. Oh, wait. No. I don't want browser source. My bad. I want a Windows source. Okay, add window. Oh, not window. No, it's display. Sorry. My brain is soup right now. Define paste. Thoughts on goth femboys? We need more of them. Obviously. Everyone knows that. There we go. Oh shit, that could be a problem, huh? What to do? Yeah, I didn't plan for this. We'll just stick with this. Okay, I know what to do. If we want to react to something, I'll just leave this screen open. Not this one. We'll delete this one. We'll just leave this screen open, and then I'll pull up a browser source. That'll be easier. Like this. Add. Browser. Browser. Or no, not browser. Window. Damn it, I did it again. Sorry. Brain soup. Base take, you on my good side? I know. I hit you up, I thought I was on your bad side for a minute, Swegta, because I hit you up on Discord and you're not replying. At least I don't think so. If you did, I must have missed it, but I want to get you on for another convo. You and Tipster. I feel like we could have a little posse. You know what I mean? Like all of us cool dudes just chilling. I need. Okay. What do I need? Window capture. That's what it is. Okay. That works. Okay. So then if we were to want to watch something, we can do that. I mean, it's a little big, but it's a little big, but it's fine. Oh, we can crop it. Hold on. Crop top. We probably won't even use this tonight, but whatever. Okay, that's good. And then that's how we'll watch videos.
I consider myself something of a mutant. And no, not.
Why can't I hear the shit? What a frame to stop on. My bad, gotta get better at replying. You and Shark300 both. I'm a reply guy, you understand? I would not hold myself to a higher standard than I do you guys. Okay, no, I actually do need to open my phone. See chat. I love that everyone can get their own site on stream to stream on, but I can never remember which one of my social accounts I used for what streamer's website. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. It is, yeah, I can see that being annoying. It is one of the downfalls, but I think the trade-offs are worth it. Okay. Yeah, we won't actually watch this, but if we wanted to watch something, we can. Do a skateboarding stream? Hell no, I can't skateboard. Unless you want me to do Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I could maybe try to figure out how to do that again. I probably won't stick around too much longer. They're going to be doing game night at 8 o'clock, which is in like an hour and 15 minutes. And they said they want me to be done streaming by then. So I think I'll probably stream for like no more than an hour just to give you guys an update. And then I'm going to head out because I am so fucking, I'm baked, dude. Not baked, cooked. Those mean very different things. Okay. It's probably been long enough. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little update on what's going on here. So basically, what we're doing, and I didn't realize this was organized by Destiny in coordination with Progressive Victory. So Progressive Victory and Destiny put this together. They just happen to be coming to Cincinnati, which is, relatively close to my general vicinity. Close enough that I can actually. I mean, you guys probably knew this already. I've been to events in Cincinnati, so whatever. But so yeah, I was close by, and I decided to come out, support the cause. And we did a lot of canvassing today. We did a lot of canvassing. We hit up a lot of houses. I'm very sweaty, very smelly from it. I got to get home and get a shower, like a good boy. Broiled, yeah. And I don't know, like the DGG community is very nice. They're all very nice people. I'll be honest. I have my gripes with Destiny, but his community is great, and I think that what he's doing here is great. IRI, I'm really important. He's here, or he was here at least. Dylan Burns. There's a couple others. Let's see, Destiny, IRI, Dylan Burns. Oh, I can't think of his name. Shit. I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me. But you guys get the idea. I'm about to sleep anyway. All right, well, that makes sense then. Well, I'm glad you're here. If you're getting a White Forest page, people can use a Google account as login for all streams. Well, yeah. But the point is you have to log in every single time on each page, which is annoying. As opposed to Twitch where you log in once and then you can go to whatever stream you want. Yeah, the gang's all here. Somebody in Discord called it the Nightmare Blunt Rotation. I thought that was very funny. Oh, you guys want to hear something funny that happened? So we were going down a neighborhood, and this lady stopped her car to talk to me because she saw what we were doing. We were like canvassing, you know? And she was like, she stops, she rolls down her window. She's like, I just want to let you guys know that you're canvassing in an area with a lot of undocumented immigrants. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Got it. It's like that's part of the job, you know? You got to like clean out, you got to clean house, right? I didn't get a single like ballot, not ballot. I didn't get a single document filled out to get people registered to vote. But what I did do is I cleared all of those houses for future reference, so that people know that they either did vote or you know the ones that like weren't available anymore, stuff like that. Once you're registered, you don't need to type to log in each time. That's true, I guess. Sure. I was literally just like, all right. They're doing game night right now, so they have to rearrange a bunch of stuff. Once, sorry, I already read that. Anyway, sorry, I know this isn't super exciting, but I guess we can. Here, we'll try to do something fun. We'll do something fun real quick. We got any good React content? What do we got? All right, we already reacted to that. I know that. Content suggestions. There's stuff in here.
This video.
Oh wait, actually, you know what I should turn on? Hold on, I should turn on Destiny stream from earlier. Is it on? I think it's on YouTube, right? Yeah. Oh, he's live right now? Shit, he is live. Where the fuck are they at?
Tonight, does any of that get streamed? No? Okay.
Oh.
That's not fair.
Oh, we've got a helicopter
Also,
coming?
why can't I hear anything?
Oh my god.
I know
We
you
have
guys can hear
5
it, but I can't.
helicopters?
Tell them to wrap up. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought that was the helicopter. I thought that was a helicopter symbol.
There we go. Oh, that didn't work. I can't hear anything right now. Here, hold on. I thought my headphones would work for this, but I guess not. It really is just not working. What the hell? Oh, this is why. Okay. Hold on. We can hear him now. We can't hear anything. Hold on. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Okay, there we go. You guys should be able to hear it now once it actually starts working.
Was not expecting
All right, we're good.
like anybody to recognize me, like be like, hey, what's up? But there was a crazy amount of people that
Same
did,
here.
and we're just like, hey man, I came out, I watch your stuff, like, and
Wasn't that when you were on
Let's go to
stage?
live.
Are we actually done cutting the feed?
Yeah.
Yes!
Come on, I know the internet's not that bad. Here, we'll just start from the beginning, I guess. That's fine.
shall we say, transphobic, and we could say that not all conservatives are transphobic, certainly not. Not all of them want suicide.
Okay, hey, welcome back, everybody. We are excited. We got a super awesome guest. Now we have Congressman Maxwell Frost.
People,
Congressman, welcome.
These are a lot harder arguments for conservatives to win because there's a lot more.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for having me.
These things help
Yeah,
save
thanks so
people,
much. So myself, I'm a live streamer, and I'm here with my friend Destiny.
Rather than like
and we've got
hyperfixating
a
on
bunch of
What the hell?
streamers and canvassers out here that are knocking doors in Ohio to get people registered.
And then if you think that somebody's being transphobic, follow the
we just want to ask you a couple
What is
questions.
happening?
Personally,
we're literally having a discussion.
you seem like a guy who wants to solve problems.
Like
you
ran
for office, going beyond activism. But you work with Republicans, people like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
you guys are
Y'all gotta link
saying
you and Destiny.
people to kill themselves, and then you guys got into like this weird fight.
Actually solve problems.
Like our streams.
For sure.
There we go.
It wouldn't be a live
Jeez.
stream without some technical difficulties.
So the question was basically, so today, obviously, America is historically divided. I guess we always say that, or people always say that. We've been historically divided. But you cross the aisle and you work with people on different subcommittees for people that a lot of people consider unwork-withable. I think that's
I wish
the word.
I could have been a
Or
part
if
of
it's
this
not, it is
stuff.
now. How do you cross the aisle? How do you work with people that are so
The
politically
important
different
thing is
than
we're
you?
all out here doing the work.
Yeah, to actually like, get stuff done in Congress.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for the question, and thank you for having me, and super excited about the work that y'all are doing. It's difficult. I'll tell you, like, what really got me into learning how to have these conversations, and really, what got me speaking with people who disagreed with me was actually when I started working at the ACLU. And that work was really the work that got me to have conversations with people
Not that I want to hate on this
didn't-
guy or anything, but it's not interesting. I'm sorry.
issue that I really cared about got me in a place where I found myself in coalition with groups that I disagreed with on everything except we came together because we believe that people with previous felonies deserve the right to vote when they come out
If y'all have a
of being
chance to see it live in
incarcerated.
person,
I mean, I believe people should have the right to vote
I'll
while
at
they're
least get a
incarcerated too, but
picture,
that's
hopefully.
a different subject. And so being a part of that,
I do want to tell Destiny that I am genuinely like, I don't know how much the guy likes me or not. I know that I don't even know how much he really thinks about me, but I mean, I do want to let him know that, like, this is cool what he's doing. It's cool.
struggle with folks I had vast disagreements with really was an exercise for me in being able to have conversations on bills. 50% of this country doesn't vote, and why so many people believe government doesn't work for them, because a lot of times it doesn't, is because politicians have been lying for generations, saying, vote for me and this will happen. And it's been a problem on the left and the right. And so when I was running...
Yeah, on that note, I actually knocked on the door of somebody who had a rainbow flag on their... it was rainbow flag in bio, right? No, it was actually on their front porch. And I knocked on the door, and they didn't answer, but they said through the door, they're like, who are you? What's, what do you want or whatever. And I was just like, hey, I'm Alec. I'm just with Progressive Victory. I'm here to see if you guys are registered to vote. And then they said, yeah, we're not messing with that. I was like, disappointment, man, disappointment. Like, how are you going to have a fucking gay flag on your front lawn, like your front porch, right? And then, like, you just are like, oh, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. We're not going to vote for Biden. No, it's fine. Trump is fine. We're good with that. It's whatever. Like, what? It's very silly. But yeah, I know that people are disaffected, but you guys got to understand, Biden is not good, but he's far and away better than Trump. I'm sorry. Like, if Trump wins, I'm moving out.
Because I've worked in lobbying and I've been working in the sphere of Congress in the past, I knew that I had a better understanding, I would say, than maybe other folks who have first time candidates of what it takes to really pass a bill and how difficult it is. So,
They are not repping
believe
the
it or
flag
not, I never
well,
really
that's correct.
promised any legislation in my race. I was very specific in the way I spoke about things. What I promised was a fight for
Exactly,
our
Queen
values, was
Laura.
a fight for these bills.
No, it's like what I tell some of these people. Like, I will try to reason with them. Don't get me wrong. But what I just end up saying sometimes is, okay, just go rot then. Just go sit in your room and rot. Okay, you just giving up hope? That's fine. Go rot. It's whatever. The rest of us will be out here doing the work for you. I'm not a fucking
I
martyr,
promised,
but that's just simply the fact.
The promises I made were on how I would legislate and how I would co-govern with people in my community, not on vote for me and we're gonna have Medicare.
Also, this is the most exercise I've gotten in a long time.
I think it was really important because I think if we had more people who campaigned in a way that promised a fight and promised solidarity and didn't promise a bill, I think more people would, in the back of their mind, fully understand that members of Congress, we're advocates, we're organizers, and we're legislators. And, we need, there's 435 people in the institution. In order to pass something, we need that plus one, right? Unless it's some other type of bill. And
I haven't been able to take anything Destiny says seriously since he said that ideally there would be a fascist club on every campus. Apparently that is how pluralism works to him. Listen, I understand, and I'm not saying that I agree with any, most of or even any of Destiny's takes necessarily, but what I am saying is that he's doing the work. Demonstrably, he's here, he canvassed and organized this. And even if he didn't take a step out the door to actually canvass, he did organize with Progressive Victory and mobilized his audience. There are people the guys that I was carpooling with, they flew here from Texas and Florida, respectively. That's insane. People flying from out of state to just canvass in Cincinnati, that's dedication, and that's his audience. So I can't knock him, It's good. It's great.
I think
he's doing real work.
Setting expectations with my people that I represent, that I'm accountable to in my home, was a really good decision that I'm really happy
some
we did,
people.
Because now people see us as part of the fight. We're in a celebrity culture where people like to prop up politicians as celebrities. And the problem is that there's not one congressperson who's going to change everything for us. It's not one president who's going to change everything for us. It's a collective, and organizers, volunteers, electeds, people do mutual aid, artists, people in our culture, we all have a role to play. So either way, that didn't answer exactly what you asked, but it kind of does.
Managing expectations.
When I came in, there hasn't been a ton of situations where I've said, wow, this is, I came in thinking it would be easy and it wasn't. I will say the thing that is proving to be the most challenging, I find, is just being able to operate in a Congress that is just completely in chaos. And for people who don't know, this Congress right now is on track to be
okay, so I think this guy is some kind of state representative. I'm going to skip a little bit forward. Yeah, let's just go until he's done. I want to see what's going on in the next segment.
Thank you for having me on.
Well, what'd you think about our new friend?
God, I'm just so glad he didn't say son. You were setting him up for it. I know you were.
No, I wasn't. I was just curious who he watches. I genuinely was curious.
Do you think, I wonder if, and it could just be because I'm not as plugged in maybe to Twitter politics. That's not true, actually. What do you think that AOC paved the way?
Hassan doesn't gap. He's going to complain online as he always does because he's rich and doesn't care how others are doing. My initial instinct was to say you're wrong, but now I don't even know anymore, man. I'm serious. I don't think Hassan is, at his core, a bad person, but I do think he's letting this celebrity status kind of eat away at him. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just disappointing. Really, let's think about this. The guy had a chance to interview the fucking Houthis. A Houthi, right? That's insane. That's a dream interview. And what does he do? He asks if he watches One Piece. And it's if that's a question that you ask at the end, just as a fun gag, oh, do you watch One Piece, just, before we go, after this difficult conversation about, shit that you are doing, which he did not have, right? He did not have that conversation. He didn't. And I would have killed for that. I would have killed for that conversation, man. In a video game. But it's just ridiculous. And Destiny's out here canvassing.
For people to not be as critical towards young people. Because I haven't seen this guy get anywhere. Because he sounds pretty pragmatic, even though he's progressive.
Yeah.
No, what?
No, I don't think that's accurate. I think AOC didn't pave the way.
Legs are hot.
Oh,
You're good.
we're still on.
I'm sorry, when there's a disagreement in the audience.
And frankly, doesn't Hassan also think that voting for Biden at this point is bad or something? I could be wrong about that, but I believe that is a belief that he holds. Here, let's look. You know what? Let's look that up. Let's see. Hassan Piker votes Biden. Hassan says he might not vote for Biden on r/destiny. Let's take a look. Is it not? Oh, here we go. Dexter Tonox. Okay. After the White House compares U.S. citizens protesting for a ceasefire in Gaza to the 2017 Charlottesville white supremacist rally, Hassan Piker says he may not vote for Joe Biden. Did she just compare? Okay, let's just watch.
Doesn't Biden think the anti-Israel protesters in this country are extremists?
What I can say is what we've been very clear about this. When it comes to anti-Semitism, there is no place. We have to make sure that we speak against it.
What's with Destiny hate for AOC? I don't know, and honestly, at the moment, I don't care that much.
Very loud, and be very clear about that. Remember what the president decided to, when the president decided to run.
AOC's a politician. If he's hating on her for legitimate reasons, I don't really care that much at the moment. There's way more important shit.
President is what he saw in Charlottesville in 2017 when he saw neo-Nazis marching down the streets of Charlottesville with vile anti-Semitic just hatred. And
I mean, yeah, that sucks. That's garbage. But also, still vote for Biden, please, please.
He was very clear then, and he's very clear now. He's taken actions against this over the past 2 years, and he's continued to be clear. There is no place for this type of vile and despite this kind of rhetoric.
Did she just compare pro-Palestinian activists to Charlottesville? Like the Nazis that said Jews will not replace us? Am I misunderstanding?
Hassan was at the WGA strikes, though. That's fine. Okay, that's fine, and that's good, and I respect him for that. That's a good thing that he did. But right now, Destiny's canvassing, and Hassan is saying, "Don't vote for Biden."
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I might not vote for Joe.
You can't say that. You can't fucking say that. Fuck you,
Biden.
Man. Fuck you.
I don't know. I'm in California. It doesn't fucking matter all that much. But goddamn, and I voted in every fucking election.
He's too influential. You cannot say that shit. Now a bunch of his audience is just not going to vote for Biden. That's ridiculous.
I don't know. You can yell at me all day, every day, but
I
holy
will.
Fuck.
You fucking dipshit. Don't say that.
Something's got to change and change dramatically and immediately, and an immediate reversal is a necessity. This is absolutely unimaginably disrespectful. It's fucking gross. This equivalence is gross. This equivalence is completely mind-boggling to me. I don't know how he has the audacity, the administration has the audacity to say such.
You can say that Biden is doing bad things. He is. He's enabling genocide. This is true, and that should be acknowledged. At the same time, you have to acknowledge that Trump would enable the same genocide 10 times worse and also do genocide here at home. All right? Now you, too, can have genocide delivered directly to your doorstep with Donald J. Trump if you don't vote for Biden. Like, is that what you want? Hassan is hot, though? That's pretty true. Honestly, you say that as a joke, but that's unironically why he has the fan base he does. And he's entertaining. I won't take that from him. I read that. Bro, I live in the deep south, and I plan on voting for Biden. Fuck Hassan. Yeah, no, this is an insane take, man. Insane. And I hope that he retracted it. Here, let's read the thread. He will be voting for his uncle, Shirley. Yes. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's pretty fucking good. All right, and then we have the classic Reddit, 50 replies. Right? Gotta get the points. Gotta get the fake internet points. The virtue signal goes hard on mute. Hold on 1 second. I got site chat brought up on my phone, so it's a little finicky. Don't vote for Biden. Trump wins. Trump supports Israel even harder. What is Hamas Piker's end game here? Hamas Piker. I know he's being facetious, but yeah, step one, be attractive, like me. Yeah, and again, with the Houthi interview, it's just like, I'm just over it, man. I'm over it. So many so-called leftists unveiling themselves. I mean, honestly, you know, my sister's got this same issue going on. You know, I had it out with her. Like, she doesn't want to vote for Biden. And I'm like, why not? And she's like, Alec, Biden's doing genocide. And I'm like, yeah, and so will Trump. And she's like, it's the principle, Alec. And I said, okay, is the principle worth Trump getting into office? Because I don't think so. And then she tried to, you know, she tried to say this thing about like, I don't know. I don't want to go too far into it. That's a personal conversation, I know, but it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Anyway, imagine living in a state where it's safe enough to withhold your vote. I mean, honestly, like I'm in Ohio, and honestly, it's never safe to withhold your vote. Don't ever think that. Don't ever think that. It is not safe to withhold your vote. Ever, 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 ever. You vote, okay? You live in a free society. You live in a democracy. You vote. All right? It's not just a civic duty. It's for you. Okay? I wouldn't tell you it's your civic duty to eat 3 meals a day. That's just expected of you because it's good for you. Okay? So eat your damn 3 meals and go vote. Huh. Chaser, if you want to see a Swegta video, I have a conversation of him live on, not live, up on my channel, a conversation with him. All right, I got a little under 50 minutes, so, I don't know. What else can we do? Here, let's go back to the conversation here.
I think AOC definitely opened the door and took a lot of the criticism and a lot of the heat for so guys like Maxwell Frost can have an easier
We should
time.
get this guy, mic him up, bring him over here. Get him a mic. Here, come sit on the couch for a second, yeah. No, you don't want to? Oh, okay.
All right, great job, y'all. That was awesome.
Oh, we're still on. We're live and chatting.
Was Destiny on his Switch a majority of the
but
time?
No, I do think that like people like AOC opened the door and made it easier for him, and he's going to make it easier.
And
for
even if Destiny showed up here and did nothing, he still mobilized his audience. Okay, so I can't knock him for that.
Next generation too.
Sure.
That's why I wanted to ask him, how do you navigate between being a progressive among all those liberals? Because he doesn't get that criticism that you said, and he does say the same things that a lot of these people say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy for sure. He's super positive.
I can't imagine being like 25 and you're in Congress.
Right.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
He sounds like way more level-headed though.
I'll check it out. Yeah, it's a fun
I'm
combo.
being harsh, I guess, comparing like the justice systems. He sounds very level-headed. But this guy's been doing activism. I think he was like the national director for March for Peace or whatever for the gun
March
stuff.
for Our Lives.
Or March for Our Lives, yeah. And then the all the gun stuff, or not the gun stuff. It was, what did he do with the ACLU?
I don't remember.
It was a lot of work for the ACLU too. He mentioned working for felons' right to vote and everything. So maybe just the experience and everything kind of like made him a little bit more level-headed coming into Congress. So
he just seems that he wants to actually solve problems, so he knows he's got to work with some people he disagrees with. And a lot of people on the internet don't do that. They're like, you just scream.
All right, we got to disagree over here. AOC did not pave the way.
No, I mean, I think, look.
Okay,
I think,
AOC.
Hi, everyone. Be nice to me. No, it's a harsh crowd. Have you seen the stuff in the chat?
No, why?
Okay, you should just
They were just probably being nice to me the whole time.
Rough. I don't think she paved the way. I think she's still dealing with it on a daily basis. So I think the energy, the naysayers or whatever, the critiquers.
Hey, that's really important. Yeah, he's here.
Focus more on the women elected.
There are a lot of people here. Dylan Burns, I'm really important. Who else did I say? Not so erudite's here. Shark 300 said that he would come, but he wasn't here today, so I don't know if he's going to come tomorrow or not. Who else? Why can't I remember his name? That one guy. I can't, like, it would be hard for me to describe who he is. Hold on. I know I subscribed to him. Whatever, it's fine. Loner Box, yes, thank you, Loner Box. Why did I not remember that? Loner Box is here. Like, that's insane. He came from out of the fucking country. But then again, so did Dylan, I guess. But
than they do the
it's
men.
crazy.
I also think that Florida
And they all brought
right
their
now
audiences.
is not a place that a lot of the media or a lot of folks are looking at. I think Florida and Ohio have been both discounted as potential flippable states, so the attention goes elsewhere. So I just don't think he's just in the middle of it all. I mean, I know he's a historic leader, and I know that his election is historic and what he represents, but I don't think AOC, like the attention and the negativity that AOC receives, I still think it's ongoing. And same as Congressman Omar. They receive a lot of hate mail. They receive a lot of anger, a lot of frustration when things go wrong or things go, it's always directed at them. And it's just
I didn't hear it. What was the take?
I understand what you're saying.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I feel like the reason, though, a big part of the reason
it's ongoing. And same as like the tension and the negativity that AOC receives.
Not surprised Vosh isn't here. Well, I don't know. I'm mixed on that because Vosh does mobilize his audience, but as for getting out himself, I think he could do a better job of that. I think that Destiny is beating him on that front. And I'm a Vosh stan, okay? I love the guy, but it would be nice. It would be nice. I don't know. Like I love his coverage. He's not obligated, but it would be nice to see a little bit of a fire under his ass. That's all.
I think it's ongoing. And same as Congressman Omar. They receive a lot of hate mail. They receive a lot of anger, a lot of frustration when things go wrong or things go, it's always directed at them. And it's just the thing that
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like the reason, though, a big part of the reason why is because I feel like when the Justice Dems came in, keep in mind this org was originally pushed by it was Jenkins Kalinsky, right? I feel like people legitimately thought, millennials legitimately thought that
horses
these
aren't allowed
four
here.
lawmakers
True.
were about to change.
He couldn't bring his horse girlfriend.
And I think that those people fed into it. AOC, Rashid Tlaib.
He was in the last progressive victory event. Fair enough.
Ilhan Omar and
Ayanna Pressley.
Nice.
To be fair, you can't be everywhere all the time, right? So just because a creator did not show up here doesn't mean that they're sitting on their ass doing nothing. But that was, first of all, that was a hilarious joke. And second of all, I personally have not seen Vosh do a whole lot of that stuff by himself, like himself going to these events. I could be wrong. I just have not seen it. That's all. But if you can show me, I'd love to see it. I don't want to be mad at Vosh. I love the guy. But I personally haven't seen it. So if you can link something, I'd love to see it. When was the last event?
The fourth one. The squad, yeah. I feel like in a way, I feel like they kind of fed into that because they were very activist on Twitter, very much calling out other politicians, very much willing to fight with Pelosi and everybody else. And then as time has gone on and they've kind of realized, like, okay, we need to do some effective lawmaking, I think that's where a lot of the hate comes in because it was the difference between the expectation and what actually happened at the end of the day where they were like, okay, well, we actually can't change the world with just the four of us. That's my feeling, I guess.
Vosh is my first channel.
Think that they can change the world.
My first was Hassan. I was a Hassan head for a long time. The guy just fell off. I'm sorry, he fell off. Plus ratio.
And I still think that they receive a lot of the vitriol, and they still take on a lot of the vitriol. I think just like
he makes excuses as to why something to do with his autism. I don't buy that. I don't think that's Vosh. I mean, you can dislike Vosh if you want, but I just don't think that's him.
In politics, I think we've gotten we've grown accustomed to it, so we've moved on to the next thing.
Maybe I'm being too harsh. I could be being too harsh.
What they receive on the day in and day out, the same way they did when they first came in, or when they first showed up, when AOC defeated a lazy ass congressman who took his district for granted, and she emerged as this national leader. There, you have to understand. There's like, folks get jealous. They look
Vosh was at that Lefty Unity event with Destiny and Emma. Oh, okay. Honestly, I'm going to switch this. I got to have something better to look at. It's just, I'm sorry. I know it's important. I know electoral politics are important, but I'm so bored. What's up? Nothing. You want to join? Yeah, you want to join? Come in. For sure. Come in. Say hi to Max, everybody. It's Guitar Rocker.
Hello, everyone.
Here, I'll turn down the thing so people can hear you better. All right, you guys. Here, let me check real quick. All right, you guys should be able to hear both of us just fine. Go ahead and say something. Say testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 3.
Try not to. Well, you can lean if you want, but you should just be able to like stay right here and they should hear you.
Testing 1 2 3.
I think you're good.
Okay.
Cool. This is Max. This is my brother Max. He's the one who got my water.
Hello.
Thank you, Max. Appreciate you. Any all pronouns?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, we were just watching the Destiny thing, but I think we're gonna switch to something else. Not my bad.
So what was the deal with the Destiny thing?
Well, I was just talking about how I'm glad that Destiny is doing this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very pleased with him, and I wish that other creators like, Hassan would not be telling people not to vote for Biden.
Oh, he's doing that now?
Well, he did. He had a clip from 3 months ago where he said that, and you can't say that. You can't say that when you're his size.
Oh,
you can't
no,
even
you
insinuate. I don't know, dudes. I might not vote for Biden. Okay, now half of your audience is going to get that idea in their head. That like it's okay to not vote for Biden.
Yeah,
You can't do that, man. You're too big and too influential.
Yeah.
Yes, this is my little brother.
There's just too much on the line right now for people to not vote for Biden.
Also known as Emily. You're still fine with Emily?
M.
M? Just M?
Just M.
Just M. Okay, gotcha. So what were we saying? Sorry.
But yeah, what I was saying was that there's just too much on the line right now for people to not vote for Biden.
Yes, exactly. Like it's silly. It's so silly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here, this is a little. It's not clean. I mean, I can try to clean it a little bit, but if you want, we can react to something together.
Yeah, we could react to something.
Yeah. I would just need to clean out this headphone a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I know that the medical guy probably has an alcohol wipe. Where's he at?
Wait, someone in the chat just said, Max, your shirt is better than Alex's shirt, but Alex's hat is
Shut
10
the
out of
fuck
10.
up. Shut the fuck up.
Dude,
all right. If you want to
people's-
entertain them for a second, I'll go to try to find the
Yeah.
medical guy. I know he has an alcohol wipe that'll clean this ear thing.
Okay. Yeah. People have been commenting a lot on my shirt all day, which is pretty funny. Like, whenever I wear this sweater, people just give me compliments on it because they're just like, whoa, this has everything on it. It's so cool. It's pretty nice. Vosh spoke about that recently. While he does say that people should vote for Biden, debating libs at an event like this would inevitably lead to arguing anti-Biden counterpoints and be counterproductive. Yeah. Kinda, yeah. Hassan doesn't care about politics. He will always argue that I am just a stupid idiot on Twitch as a way to not take responsibility. That is something I have noticed, is that like when people call him out a lot, like he'll dodge accountability for like the things that people are calling him out on. And I think that that's very irresponsible of him as a content creator personally. Like, especially with his size, like you can't just dismiss it as just like, oh, well, you know, these other content creators have much more influence than me and they're worse, like Ben Shapiro, for example. And even if that's true, I still think that doesn't mean that, you know, you shouldn't be like held accountable for your actions. And I feel like that's what Hassan misses when it comes to people critiquing him. At least people who have like constructive criticisms of him. There are some people that have very non-constructive criticisms of Hassan, but like some people do have constructive criticism. Who's the better gamer, Max or Alec? I mean, it depends on the game. If we're talking like Risk of Rain, definitely Alec. But if we're talking about a game like Guitar Hero or something, then I'm probably the better gamer. I said it depends on the game. No, it depends. Like if you're playing like Risk of Rain, for example, then
Sorry, Russ might play and pause the video. Sorry if that's that.
Yeah, but like if it's like Risk of Rain or something like that, you'd be the better gamer. But if it's like a game like Guitar Hero, like I would be the better gamer. Like it depends.
Do you want the right or left ear?
The what?
The right or left ear?
The right ear. Thank you. But yeah, someone in the chat basically brought up how.
Other way.
Oh,
here it goes in like this goes on the bottom, so it's like this, and
Like
it just
this?
slides in. Yeah.
okay. But yeah, someone in the chat was talking about how Hassan likes to dodge accountability and like.
Yes, he always does that.
I agree.
No, I agree 1000%. He always does that.
Like, my point that I was making was that when he gets called out on like things that he should be called out on, like, you know, one of his mods basically mocking someone with a drug addiction, for example, that should be pointed out.
For sure. All right, one sec. Let me other reacts. Where's the playlist? There it is. How do I? Hold on.
Doesn't look like there's any reacts in the playlist.
What? One unavailable video is hidden? I could have sworn I put more videos in here. What about politics reacts?
Sure, we could do that.
There's more in here. But none that I haven't gone over, and I don't want to go over this. It's too long. Well, what's that one that you wanted to go over? It was
Oh, the
shark
Joe
thing?
Rogan one?
No. Oh, we can do that if you want. What is it? The Joe Rogan one?
It was the Joe Rogan one on Twitter. Yeah, remember?
On Twitter? Oh, is that the one person who was part of?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. This.
Well, that too. We could go over that.
Well, what do you want to go over?
We'll go with Joe Rogan.
Okay. How do I find that?
Just go to your. Did you bookmark it?
No.
Oh.
Where did you put it?
I linked it in the
content suggestions.
Yeah, well, not in the content suggestions, but I linked it in the chat yesterday.
Yeah,
and I think it might have been.
What's
missed.
it called?
Basically, here, let me look it up real quick. Sam Cedar talked about it.
Sam Cedar.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan ODs.
No,
on
not
here?
that one.
No,
that's the wrong one.
Here.
Is that showing up on the screen?
How long ago?
It was very recent. The majority report posts a lot of videos, so you have to scroll down a little bit.
Here, let's do this.
Scroll up. Keep scrolling. Oh, you just passed it. Joe Rogan and Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
It's right there.
Well, I want to watch it myself.
No,
You want to do this?
It was about trans issues. And I couldn't find it on like the YouTube search thing.
Aaron Rodgers on his Achilles injury.
It wasn't that. It was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter.
That's from Rebel News, which I think is a far-right media outlet, so I wouldn't go to that.
I mean, I'd rather not give them the money, but like, it's whatever.
We could do Sam Cedar, but like.
Does Sam Cedar's video just have that section?
No.
Because apparently
they do
Rogers
commentary
is.
on it. I don't want that.
Here, I'll look it up, and I'll send it to you on the Discord. Look up Joe Rogan, Aaron Rodgers.
Is this it?
It's 6 minutes.
Oh wait, I think I did bookmark it. No, you're right. You should have led with the
They
link.
can't see your bookmarks, right? Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool. All right, we got it, boys. Perfect length. Perfect length. All right.
All right.
Here, we'll record it.
Oh, you're gonna make this into a segment?
We might.
All right.
All right, so I got linked to this by my brother Max here, and oh, by the way, I guess I should explain why it looks different if we're doing a YouTube video. So I just got done canvassing for Progressive Victory at the Dgg event, and so I'm doing a very short stream here now. We're just doing a quick segment. I got my brother Max here. He sent me this from Joe Rogan's podcast. Apparently they're talking about trans nonsense, which is always a good sign from Joe. So let's take a look at what's going on here.
I found out about it because the Majority Report was talking about it. So.
Gotcha.
Even the fucking New York Times wrote a major story about detransitioners. So people that were convinced at an early age that they were trans and now they're detransitioning and their lives are ruined.
Sorry. Let me do it one more time. Okay.
Even the fucking New
tired.
York Times wrote a major story about detransitioners. So
Oh, good. Yeah, the New York Times, known for their progressive coverage.
And also, Aaron Reed did an entire article debunking that nonsense.
Yeah, it's all nonsense. Exactly. What's up, Collab Rec?
people that were convinced at an early age that they were trans and now they're detransitioning and their lives are ruined. Their body's ruined. They can't have children anymore. They lost their breast. They lost their penis.
No, their lives are not ruined. Show me the source, man.
They don't have sources. They just have whatever they pulled out of their ass.
Insanity. They just just had an 8-year-old kid that was taken away from his father because the father doesn't want the boy to be on hormone blockers and the mother does.
It was happening in Canada for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some cases in the States, which is...
This is what Jordan...
So I'm going to assume that the son is actually the daughter, just based on what Rogan is saying, because usually that's what trans folks do.
Oh, of course.
Is they'll misgender the son or daughter or whatever the pronoun of their child is.
Aren't detransitions very unlikely? Yes, like extraordinarily. And
Yeah, they're very
and also, it's up to the doctors. Like, it is up to the doctors. I'm sorry. Like, it's not up to Joe Rogan.
Like, even as someone like me who stopped taking hormones, estrogen specifically, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell other people that it's, like, not going to work for them because I don't know, like, it's not my decision to make.
Right. It's stupid.
Peterson was warning people about in 2016 when I first met him.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, why do you care about what's happening in colleges? This is just
No, what Jordan Peterson was warning people about was a fake bill. It was a real bill, but it was specifically made to protect people of gender, their gender status, like, you know, just to respect them.
Even though
and it can be considered a hate crime if I forget exactly the bill.
They said that it would be like a hate crime for someone, like he claimed that they would be hate crime if someone accidentally misgendered them. He tried to make it seem like that was what it was going to be, but that's not what happened.
Right, nobody was arrested for that bill.
Nobody.
No, but not a single person.
fringe things that are happening in colleges. I'm like, those people are going to graduate and they're going to enter into the workforce, and it's a new...
The video's louder than you guys. Here, I'll try to turn this down a bit. See if that helps.
mentality that exists. It's not a objective reality mentality. It's an ideologically based mentality that's going to change the world at large unless we stop it in its tracks. Like, they're not looking at reality. The fucking detransitioner thing, the fact that it's in the New York Times
Joe
is
Rogan
big.
wants to talk about looking at reality. He can't even get his facts right on his own show. Like, he'll literally say something that's just flat out not true, and then, like, one of the people on his show will look it up, and then it'll turn out like, oh, it's actually bullshit.
Well, he plays it off so well, though. The one thing that Joe Rogan is extraordinarily good at, exceptionally good at, is playing off his gaffes. Like, he, like, for his audience at least. Like, it doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter if it's a lie. Nothing matters. He can say whatever he wants, and then somebody can correct him on it, and he'll be like, oh, well, you know, my point still stands, though. Okay, but why? Like, you've given me no reason.
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
But do you know why? I mean, there's a whole story that somebody wrote about it.
Hormone blockers are administered for a number of conditions. The kid could have a gland issue, and the dad just heard puberty blockers. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's because of trial lawyers.
It's only because it's against
Everyone's going to get sued. And it's going to be a big fucking problem because you have thousands of people.
This is another thing that they always signal at. Like, no, the detransition wave is not coming. It's not coming, okay? And they only say that because they can always point at a mysterious event that'll happen in the future. This is like me saying, well, the comet is coming, guys. The comet is coming. This is exactly the same shit, honestly, that the doomsday preppers do. It's coming, bro. Believe me, bro. It's coming, bro. Trust me, bro. And then you're expected to just gobble up their bullshit.
They've been saying this for years, and it has not happened.
Exactly. It's like, where is it? Oh, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line. Well, they're going to be dead before they decide
40, 50,
they regret
60 years down the line.
Right. They're going to be geriatric when they decide they regret it somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
That have unfortunately given into this. Kids are extremely malleable. They're extremely easy to manipulate. They're extremely easy to influence. We've always known.
Easy to manipulate Joe Rogan is.
Not only him, but his audience. You know, like, and you're right, by the way. Which, not anymore. I think he's leaning hard into the conservative thing. And I think if I were to, like, if somebody were to try to go on a show, if somebody dropped a ping pong ball. If somebody tried to go on their show and explain that to them, you know, he would just not listen.
Yeah, he would not listen.
Anymore.
Known this. It's one of the reasons why you don't let children get tattoos. It's one of the reasons why you don't let children join the military.
Okay, show me kids who have dysphoria from not having a tattoo. Show me a kid who has threatened to commit suicide because they do not have a tattoo. I would love to see it. And guess what? If a kid did say that, I'd say get him the tattoo.
Also, we give kids medication for other things, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. We give them Adderall. That's a stimulant. It's related to meth.
The only reason why it's a problem is because they don't like trans people.
Well, yeah, that's what it is at the end of the day, obviously. We know that. But whatever.
It's one of the reasons why you don't let children have children. It's one of the reasons why we have ages of consent, because we know that they're not young enough, they're not smart enough, they're not old enough to make their own decision.
Don't give them any medicine. No medicine for kids. No medicine for kids. They can just die of dysentery.
Also, the age of consent literally has nothing to do with puberty blockers or giving them hormones.
But that's
two totally different things.
Kids can't consent to medicine, he said, so no medicine for kids.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to die to stupidity. Don't die just yet.
There are
wait
certain
until the stream's
things
over.
that we can do with regards to kids, but there are other things that we just can't. Okay?
Well, it's silly because there's implied consent from kids sometimes. Sometimes there's partial consent from kids. And then, you know, when they reach a certain age, certain treatments they are able to understand and give consent to, such as a painkiller. You know, maybe they needed Tylenol because they have a little headache. Okay?
Yeah.
They don't know the exact mechanism through which this drug works, sure, but then again, neither does anybody, okay? Unless you're a nurse like me. So, you know, you give Tylenol to people who have headaches, and the kid can understand, okay, the Tylenol is going to cure my headache, and also I could be allergic to it, so if I'm itchy, or if I start to breathe funny, I will tell somebody. I'll tell my parents, and they'll call the doctor, right? And if I get a little tummy ache, right? That you have to tell your parents as well, okay? That's a side effect of Tylenol. Sometimes it'll cure your headache, sweetie, but sometimes it'll give you a little tummy ache, all right? Kids can understand what Tylenol does at the age of like 7 or 8, and they can consent to it. So I just don't see the problem. And also, you would still need the parents' consent to give them the Tylenol anyway, usually.
They can be manipulated. So if they can be manipulated that way, why the fuck would we think they can't be manipulated by this emerging market, which is gender care, this gender-affirming care? Have you ever seen
emerging market alongside every other market in medicine?
Yeah, if you want to fix that problem, Medicare for all is your answer.
Yep.
the map of like gender care from 2007 versus 2022? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I saw it somewhere. Yeah.
Here, I can send it to you, Jamie, so you can take a look at it. But it's fucking bananas. It's a business. My friend, who is a doctor, told me that his friend, who is a plastic surgeon, who moved...
My friend.
My buddy of mine.
It's always anecdotes, never any actual data.
Buddy of mine.
into gender transition care. He told me the difference between what that person gets paid for an arthroscopic surgery versus what they get paid for a gender transition. I forget what the number was for arthroscopic surgery, but for the gender transition, he gets $70,000 every time.
You're right, it should be free.
Yeah, it absolutely should be free. And another thing that was pointed out on Sam Cedar's show was that the reason why it's so high is because there's not as much, like, it's not done as frequently as those other, like, procedures. Like, you know what I mean?
Why what's so high?
Like other procedures compared to like getting the surgeries, like.
Oh, well, here's the thing. If you get hormone puberty blockers when you're a kid, you usually don't need surgeries when you get older. Like, not as many, at least. Like, you don't need the trans men often don't need to get mastectomies. Trans women sometimes are fine with having, like, you know, a smaller penis or whatever. Like, that's all fine and good. You know, like, and facial reconstruction isn't a thing. Like, that's what puberty blockers do.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what your point was?
It was more about the fact that, like, there aren't as many doctors performing, like, these surgeries for trans care as opposed to these other surgeries.
Well, yeah, no, of course. And that's why we need to just, like, subsidize it through the government.
Yes. That was my point.
Well, fund it, I should say.
He does this. And he goes, and this guy is raking it in. He's doing them all week.
As are the rest of the doctors.
Yeah.
It's
so scary.
It's the, you know, the cure to all that ails for a lot of people. They think, oh, well, this is what...
My friend who's friends with a person who told them he's a badass. Oh. Yeah. That's great logic. Yeah, that's great logic.
What's going to fix me?
10 out of 10.
I'm fucked up. Why am I fucked up? What's wrong with me? What's my problem? Oh, I'm really a girl. Or, oh, I'm really a boy.
And you know, kids want to be, they don't want to be an outsider. They want, you know,
exactly.
It's kind of in vogue to be.
I remember when I was a kid and I was like, gee, I stubbed my toe. Maybe if I were a girl, I wouldn't have.
Yeah. It's like.
Binary or.
Yeah, so like, you just, oh, I have these issues. It must be because I'm a girl. No, that's not how that works at
Or
all.
whatever the.
30% of kids today recognize themselves either as trans, gay, bi, or non-binary.
Demonstrate the problem.
Yeah.
Tell me why I should care. I don't care if it's 100%. Tell me why it's bad.
It's bad because it's not normal to them. And
Well,
also,
yeah, exactly.
And also, it's worth pointing out that the reason why the number has gotten higher is because more people feel comfortable coming out, not because of some kind of trend or whatever.
Joe Rogan discovers doctors exist in capitalism. Discovers that maybe having a profit-incentivized healthcare system is not the best way to do it. And then, you know, draws the wrong conclusion.
The healthcare system that, by the way, only the United States does in the developed world, the for-profit healthcare system. Every other developed country doesn't do that, but we have to, apparently, because capitalism.
30%. Now look at this.
Yeah.
The pediatric gender clinics in 2007, there was 2. One was in Virginia, and one, it looks like it was in Massachusetts.
So
and now
what?
look at them. They're all
That's
over the
good.
country. And this is in 2022.
Hog.
I mean, that's crazy. The idea that this is just, they're recognizing there's a problem that didn't exist, that existed all the time but wasn't being treated. That's nuts. That doesn't make sense.
No,
especially when you're talking about children.
They're fucking kids.
Yeah, they're kids.
Kids.
And there's a thing called Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah.
You know, where women...
Oh, good. Yeah, no, it's the parents' fault. See, if you're... This is where we're going to get into some very, very dangerous territory. Because now, if you're the parent of a trans child, people are going to start accusing you of committing a fucking, like, felony offense by doing Munchausen's by proxy. Like, it's disgusting. They just want trans kids and their parents to be killed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
And on top of that, usually most of the time, it's not that, oh, parents are forcing their kids to be trans. Usually it's like the kid comes out as trans, and then the parent is like, they're uncomfortable with it for a while, and then after they talk to the doctors and the professionals and everything like that, then they start supporting their kid because that's the best option for them.
Right.
Sick women will make their children ill. They will do it on purpose
They can't stop
so that they
pregnant
get attention for their children. There's been women out there, evil, crazy people that have poisoned their children.
Yeah, I've seen a couple
See,
of documentaries
exactly.
about it.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
No, those parents are just doing the normal thing. I was about to call them heroes, but they're not. They're just doing the normal thing.
It's a psychological disorder, just like gender dysphoria.
You know what a
It's
psychological disorder is? Being conservative, and I can prove that mathematically. You can literally go on to research. There's a research document on this where conservatives have bigger amygdalas. You know what the amygdala does? It activates the stress response. All right, the fear response. All right, because conservatives are pussies. They're scared of everything, as it turns out. and they project that fear onto everybody else and make it all of our problem.
Exactly.
Disorder. It's always been listed as a psychological
Science on my side. There's some biology
disorder.
for you, Joe.
And now in
Basic biology.
2024, everyone who is a man who thinks he's a woman is brave and amazing. No.
Basic biology. 2 genders, male and female. Advanced biology. Bigger amygdalas and conservatives.
Also, I have to say, Joe Rogan's point about like, oh, everybody thinks they're brave for coming out as a woman. Well, maybe the reason why people think that is because of how heavily stigmatized it is to be trans. And
I
because
don't
of the
even
fact
see that anymore. I
Yeah.
don't see that anymore. All I see is people shitting on them.
I know, but if
That's
it is
all I
happen-
see.
But even if it is happening, maybe there's a reason for that, and
They
it's
live-
not just people being trendy or whatever.
They live in fantasy land, man. They're all about the AI images. They have to make up bullshit and dump it into an AI machine to tell it, okay, well, my reality isn't scary enough. Make a scary reality for me. Make it scary. Or my reality sucks. Oh, it's so bad. I need show me a good one. Give me a good reality. You know?
They made their own fan fiction about forcing people to be trans.
It's just pathetic, man.
No one's
They live
sick.
in fantasy
So
world.
you're allowing people that are absolutely perverts and sex offenders to go into women's
My
locker.
child didn't know I was non-binary till they came out to me because I wasn't sure how they would take it. Well, yeah, I mean, if it's an important part of your identity and your life, then yeah, you know, you should tell your kids about that if they live with you. If it's important to for them to know that. But you know, it's difficult, and these people aren't making it any fucking easier. I'm intersex, so I guess it don't exist. Of course. Wow, intersex. Wait, you're intersex non-binary. You're the only real non-binary.
Also, Joe Rogan just pointed out something about the perverts going into the bathrooms. No evidence that letting trans women.
Here's how you solve that, conservatives. Go into the bathroom with your wife. And make
Unisex
sure to
bathrooms.
kill any man that you think walks in there. That's how you solve it. And also, you get a nice peek.
Yeah.
Hey, give me some, hey, get a nice peek, hey. Oh, come on, what? You're not going to high five me?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Hey!
Yeah. But also,
Awkward.
unisex bathrooms are another thing that some countries do. And it's not a problem in those countries.
Our country does it. We have unisex. Here's the thing. You want to know what's going to drastically reduce the amount of sex crimes that take place in restrooms? Make them all unisex. Make them all unisex.
Yep.
You know why? Because that way, there's always a crowd in there. You know, there's always people going in and out of all genders. It's just one big room where you piss and shit, and that's it.
Yep.
And if shit happens in there, now there's a greater likelihood that somebody will see it and report it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just makes life easier for everybody.
Yep.
Tyler, good one. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my trans medicalist joke. You're good.
Rooms with a hard on, and
They're
no
all
one
trying
can
to
say
put games
anything.
around us. It's
And if you say something, they will protest your business and shut you down. There's no room.
Okay. Well, protest your business and shut you down. What do you mean protest? I'm allowed to protest. I'm allowed to protest. What do you mean protest your business and shut you down? That sounds like supply and demand to me. That sounds like capitalism working as intended. Oh, you're transphobic? I won't buy your shit anymore. Bye. That's not canceling. That's supply and demand. That's marketing.
And
That's capitalism.
His whole thing about people going in there into the bathrooms with a hard on, it's just their whole narrative of autogynephilia, or their idea that being trans is some kind of fetish when it's obviously not.
Right. It's just this. It's all made up pervertry in their head. It's disgusting.
Yep.
Room for any nuance. There's no room for someone to say, hey, listen, for some
There's a less
people,
self-aware
there's
Rush Limbaugh.
clearly this thing in them that makes them feel like they're in the wrong body. And if we are compassionate and if we are kind, we would want that person to be able to express themselves in any way they want that makes them feel better, that helps everybody. But also, there's perverts. But also,
Okay, but you're making
There's, you know what the biggest population of perverts is? Cis men.
Yes.
Cis identifying men. Okay, this is projection. You're saying you would do that. You're saying you would do that if you thought you could get away with it. That's what you're saying, Joe.
Not to
Shut
mention
up.
the number of people in the Republican Party that have been outed as sexual predators.
Thank you. Exactly. I've been silenced.
There's
people aren't
people
buying
that if they find out,
people aren't buying my product. No, they don't buy thing. Line goes down. This is cancel culture. No, all I said was trans people are bad and icky. No, and then they stopped buying. This is cancel culture.
It's the end of the world.
all they have to do is pretend they're a woman, and they can go in the women's locker room and watch women change. They'll do that too. You see, I'm sure you've seen the guy in Canada, the 50-year-old man that identifies as a 15-year-old girl, and got to change in the young girls.
They're not identifying as younger ages. That's not a thing.
No,
There's
it's
age
not.
play, and that's a thing, and it takes place behind closed doors. Okay, and when it doesn't, it's weird. I accept that is weird. Okay, but that's not a trans thing.
Locker room and got to compete with these young girls.
Disconnected.
It's utter, complete insanity.
Psychosis.
Yeah. First of all, you're 50. You're not 15. Period. That's
What they're
that's
doing.
fu-
Okay, let's say that like 99% of trans women are just perverts who want to get a peek at a cis woman, right, in the bathroom. Let's say that 99% of them are that. And 1%, there's 1% of the population of trans people that are legitimately trans people. Those people's rights still matter, okay? You are not guilty until proven innocent in the United States of America. We live in a free fucking country with a good justice system, okay? At least a decent one. Decent enough to presume that you're innocent until proven guilty. Like we've been doing since the onset of our fucking nation, all right? If you don't like it, get out, Joe.
Innocent until proven guilty unless you're a minority.
Unless you're a minority, exactly.
fucking.
Asterisk, right?
That's not negotiable. You know, you live a certain amount of time, period. You can't say I identify as a baby and then wear diapers and have everybody take care of you. That's fucking crazy. But the fact that they're letting
that's not what happens though. Like that's not what being trans is. That's not what being a trans woman is. All that you're saying is that you think that this is so sick because it's like, oh, I identify as a woman. Now I would like to be treated as a woman. You treat other adults like women every fucking day. Okay? They just want to be treated like all those other women. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not asking to be treated like a fucking baby.
Also, age is like a biological thing that we use to determine somebody's stage of development. It's not the same thing as gender, which is a socially constructed set of roles that one plays in society, from masculine to feminine to androgynous or whatever.
It is the objective measurement standard we've taken to measure time,
yes.
Which is an unstoppable force of nature. Mm-hmm. It's like saying, it'd be like identifying as 7 foot tall, which is another argument they use, but it's completely different.
we are one step away from minor attracted persons being something that everybody's cool with. Because that's also on the agenda. And every now and
the vast majority of trans people are against pedophiles, okay? You ask any ordinary trans person what they think about pedophiles, they will tell you that they despise
they're
them.
lying. Oh, they're lying. They're lying to you.
They're just
no.
lying
What you
because...
need. The point is, I like where you're going with this, but the better point to make is look at the crime statistics.
Exactly.
Look at the crime statistics. They do not lie. Guess what? What demographic makes up the vast majority of pedophiles? It ain't trans people.
Yep.
and then they sneak that out there. Every now and then you'll see it in universities, see people talking about it. We have this is this one malign group that has no support, minor attracted persons.
No, that's not it. No.
That's not a real thing. That never happens in university.
That was a psyop.
It's a made-up thing that Joe Rogan pulled out of his ass.
It's sick. It's sick. And the rest of the world is fucking laughing at us.
Yeah.
They're laughing at how crazy, especially Russia.
Let them laugh.
They think it's hilarious.
Let them laugh.
They're
Why
laughing
do
at
you
how
give a shit?
The thing that's really sick is your
People laugh at
transphobia,
me all
Joe
the time.
Rogan. That's what's really sick. And you making up this bullshit about trans people being perverts. It's not real. You made it the fuck up.
I would love to get on that guy's show and tear him a new one. I swear.
Yeah, but
he
the
gives
thing
bald
is,
people a bad name.
even if you did, though, I feel like his fans would just laugh you off, like they did with Kyle Kalinske.
That's fine. They can laugh me off all they want. If they laugh me off, they're just as stupid as he is. He's pulling Alex Jones lines. Yeah, exactly. He is.
Well, I mean, he likes Alex Jones. So.
Yeah. The biggest map community was also hosting QAnon. There you go. 8chan. Where they were famously trans on 8chan, right? They were famously so trans accepting on there.
Yep.
Even the trans people on there weren't accepting of trans people. Nobody but Republicans use that, and it's only to make sure people don't look into them and their religions. They're the ones doing it. Yeah, exactly. No, it's all deflection, projection, without any reflection. There you go.
I bet you Putin's probably going to say something about that in this interview.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
And he would be right.
Well, that was
a hot mess.
Yeah, it was. Surely it was. Well, thank you for linking that, Max. We have learned nothing.
Of course.
All that we learned is that Joe Rogan is still on his bullshit antics, and that I don't like the guy. So I don't know how much more I have to add. You?
Yeah, I don't know how people take Joe Rogan seriously, considering all the bullshit that he peddles on his show. He consistently gets things wrong, and yet people still like what he has to offer.
He's just serving them hot garbage, you know? It's just like, he's the McDonald's of politics.
Yep.
You know, I guess it's food, but it's also terrible for you.
Yep,
So,
exactly.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm so tired, guys. I did so much canvassing today. So I don't have any witty things to add. Just roll the outro. All right.
That was a fun segment.
It was. We only have 6 minutes before I'm getting kicked out. So, like, for the stream. So, anything else you want to add?
What?
Anything else you want to add?
I think I've said everything I needed to say.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, of course.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
You should start your own stream if you like it.
What's up?
I said if you like streaming, you should start your own. It's fun.
Maybe I should.
It's fun. I mean, I know you do sometimes, but
I do sometimes. The problem is I need to learn how to communicate better.
you only do that by practicing.
Yeah.
And also, you should look up some tips, you know. Improv courses, just talking to people, bouncing ideas back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, just like, and don't be afraid to like try something new. You know, you're gonna have some gaps and moves or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to try
The
something.
thing is that I'm actually not terrible at streaming, but the thing is that with how little practice I have, it's a little bit hard for me to do so.
Right, I got you. Before we go, if you are in or near Cincinnati, we are canvassing again tomorrow, and you are invited. So get your asses over here, okay? We got a lot of work to do to get Joe Brandon back in office. Make sure the Orange Man doesn't win. All right, we're living it up in here. So get your lib asses over here and help us out. If you're not close to us, that's fine too. You can still, you can still find local orgs near you, perhaps even through Progressive Victory, and do some canvassing. Good stream, thank you. I'm glad you thought it was good.
And also, one thing
I do not have notifications on, so thank you.
And also, one thing that I want to add: if anybody tells you that voting is meaningless, do not listen to them. They are bullshitting you. Okay? Tell them that they need to vote for Joe Biden.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's literally like. Oh yeah. Where's it at? Yeah, no, you're good. It's all good. Yeah, no, it's like, what do you think's gonna happen if Trump takes office? It's just gonna be what we have now, but like 10 times worse. I'm not putting up with it. I'm voting for Alec. I like the spirit. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm actually on the ballot.
I mean, I've heard some things about Project 2025, and it looks really bad.
It's really fucking bad. They say gender ideology in it. They say they're going to strike down gender ideology, which just means that trans people aren't going to be allowed to exist.
They're going to be coming after gay marriage as well, and abortion.
I know. So if you don't like those things, go vote for Joe and tell your friends to do it. And get out and canvass. Come on, let's go. It's time to go, guys. It's time to go. All right? It is time. It is 2024. Biden needs to take office again. I'm sorry. I know that he sucks, but he's better than the alternative.
That's what I was about
Get
to
your
say.
asses out there.
Even if you don't like Joe Biden, you have to concede that he is not Trump.
Exactly. I know that sucks, but I'm telling you guys, the conservative party's on the downfall. Let's not follow them.
Don't. Yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I do have to go. They're kicking me off the stream at 8 o'clock for their game night, and I might participate a little bit before I go home. So this stream has helped to rejuvenate me a little bit, as you guys tend to do. Love you guys. If you're not in my Discord yet, if you're on YouTube, you can find it in the description of the not this YouTube video because I'm on my laptop, but every other YouTube video you can find the Discord link in the description, where I hang out a lot and you can chat with me. I'm going to try to show that more because I want more people in the Discord. I want it to be active. So thank you guys again. Say goodnight to Max. You did a great job.
Night, everybody.
And you guys have a great night. Hope y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.